it was overlooked, overshadowed, like it didn't mean anything to anybody.
I want answers and I want closure. What happened to her? She was only 12 years old. My name is Charmaine Sanchez. My sister is Carlota Maria Sanchez.
What was life like on the reservation?
It was a family-oriented, you know. Everybody knew everything. We came up here because Grandma was sick, like a vacation, okay? And I was 10, she was 12. She was supposed to go somewhere with my other cousin to a farm, and her name was Georgia. She didn't go with Georgia, she went with Elsie. Elsie was kind of a troubled child. She would go run away.
Did you know in your heart something was up?
Yes.
What did you know?
Well, I knew that she wasn't there, and I knew that they weren't believing me because I was just a punk 10-year-old kid. Two weeks went by, and she didn't show back up, and she never returned. They should have listened to me. That's all. They should have listened. Because that was 2 weeks that went by, and we could have had it right there, you know.
Some of the talk is that they caught a ride up through here, but no one can really, for 100% sure, say that they saw them. That's what makes it so hard in this investigation, is that there's not enough information to substantiate everything. So we're on the interior of the reservation. We're just north of Taholah. It's suspected that the girls kept walking this way. They could have been hitchhiking because there's a lot of vehicles that traveled that way. There's no proof of it though. That's the hardest thing about it.
Another challenge is that investigators had very little evidence to go on. Charmaine says Elsie's parents weren't around, didn't take any pictures. So all detectives have is a black and white grainy image that they work to touch up.
The case really never took off for anybody is because a runaway and or missing person was never something that you could just open a whole case on to start investigating everything. And then back then you would have, 4 to 5 different jurisdictions with tribal, federal, city, county, and state that may or may not look into the case. A lot of cases would get dropped or not even looked into. But now we have the technology and we have different departments communicate with each other a lot, and that gets cases like this, cold cases, things start coming up and you get more information and you can work them even harder.
When I look at Carlota, I see a very young girl. I have daughters, and I'm getting a little long in the tooth myself. And I look at her and I see an innocent child. And I can't imagine something bad falling upon her. My name is Clint Barefoot, Special Agent with the FBI. I work Indian country cases. That's my specialty, that's what I do. We were able to generate some information that led us to believe that there was something beyond 2 girls that ran away. Investigation's been productive. We've pursued a number of leads. We're working on vetting some of the information. We believe there are some folks in this community that have information as far as what's going on, and they may be haunted by it. And these folks may not have long left to find some peace before they leave this world. And maybe more importantly, to give some peace to the people who cared about Elsie and Carlota.
That's our biggest goal right now, is let's get the girls home to their families and give the family some peace.
Right now, as an older woman, I see a young little girl And God bless her. Look at how tiny she is. She was my best friend. And she was my connection to life.
So you're still looking for him?
Absolutely. Every day. Every day.